Good afternoon, Paul Stevenson here with the S Academy, and we're talking today about graphing. So this is for the algebra, the ADAP class, and we're going to look at writing an equation, of when you're given either a graph or you're given specific information about the equation. So today the equation that we could be looking at, the information that we have for an equation, could look like y equal mx plus b. Now we've looked at graphing this, and we looked at how to do the graphing of these kind of things. Today we're going to be looking at how to write an equation. In chapter 4 we were given the equation, and we're talking about graphing it. Now we're going to be talking about getting information about the particular line and writing that equation. The two things that you need to write any linear equation, and that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about linear equations. The two things you need is the slope and the y-intercept. The slope of the line given a numerical value and where it crosses this vertical axis. If you know those two things, you can write the equation for that particular line. So if you're told what the slope is, and you're told what b is, or the y-intercept, then you can write the equation of that line. All you have to do is rewrite it. You're going to write y is equal to, instead of writing m, you're going to write what they said the number for the slope was, times x, plus what they said that b was, or where it was crossing. So plus negative is minus positive. That is the equation for that information. The equation of that information has a slope of 3 and has a y-intercept, or a b, of -2. That's it. Now if they give you both of those things, all you need is the slope and y-intercept. If they give you both, then writing the equation is kind of simple, right? If you know what you're doing. So there's going to be some practice problems on a worksheet that you're going to be asked to do those kind of things. Let me look. Yes, then another thing they could do is, given a grid and an equation or a graph of the line that they have. For example, if you were, let me see if I can focus this a little bit better real quick for the graph. Yeah, if you were told that it went through in one of the points, you saw that the graph went something like this. Let me get my stack together here just a little bit. We were given this information, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gives you a couple of points. And again, this is on the y-intercept, so this coordinate would be x is 0, y is 6, and this coordinate, x would be 7, and y would be 0. If they give you that kind of information, how could you use that to be able to write? Again, what do you need? You need two things. You need to know slope, and you need the y-intercept. Can you look at this picture and tell me where it crosses that y-axis, or that vertical axis? Yeah, it crosses right there. So part of the equation is y equals, you don't know slope yet, but you do know that it crosses the y-axis at a height of 6, and that's where it's at. So that's a particular part. Now how do you find the slope? Well, given 2 points that the line goes through, we can subtract the y's and subtract in the same direction, and get the slope of that. So that's going to be 6 minus 0. Again, we're doing the y's, the y coordinates, y's rises. So again, like we were talking about, we want rise divided by the run. So So we want to subtract the y's to get the y's. And in whatever direction we go in, no matter what direction we go, but whatever direction we go, we have to go the other way with the x. So if I go 6 minus 0, I've got to go 0 minus 7. I'm going to go that same direction. See the arrows? Same direction. So that's going to be 0 minus 7 or negative 7. So that's going to be my slope for that particular line. 6/7 or negative 6/7. So I can rewrite that for the slope times x, and there's the equation for that line if you're given that information. Okay? So use that in the problems that you practice tomorrow. So again, so what if they don't give you a picture? What if they just give you a couple of coordinates? They don't give you the graph. They just tell you this bit of information. Again, what two things do you need? You need to know the slope, you need to know y-intercept, you can write any equation at all. Well, if they only give you a couple of points, they don't give you a picture, all they do is tell you the coordinates. They don't give you the graph, they tell you the coordinates that the line goes through. Again, you need y-intercept and you need slope. So the way to find that is it takes a couple of things. First thing you're going to do is you're going to find the slope. Again, I'm going to subtract y's, and then I'm going to subtract in the same direction the x's. So I'm going to get 4 minus 3, and I'm going to get 1 minus 2 because it has to go in the same direction. Okay, 4 minus 3 is 1, but 1 minus 2, using the adding rule, signs are different, so I got to try to keep sign a larger add. It's going to be negative 1, so that slope is negative 1. So that tells me that much. Y is going to be negative 1 times x. Now I know we're not hillbillies, we're at the 1, but then I'm just writing it there for emphasis this time. But I still don't have where the y-intercept is. I don't have a picture. I don't see where it crosses that y-axis, so I've got to find that b. Here's how you do it. You write a number for y, and you write a number for x, so that all you have is a b in this sentence, and then you can easily solve for that. I wonder, where could we get a number for y and a number for x that makes sense for this problem? I wonder where we could find a number for x and a number for y. I wonder where we could find a number for x and a number for y that we could... That's right. You could use those 2 points, either of those 2 points that you wish. Plugging 4 in for y, 1 in for x, and now all you've got is just one letter in there. It's easy to solve. Knowing that negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Knowing that I need to move that negative 1 to the other side, change its sign, and add it to its like term, and easily solve for b. Cool? So now I can go back and rewrite that equation, knowing that the slope is negative 1, and the y-intercept, or b, is 5. There's the equation for that information, that line that goes to those 2 points. That's it. That's all you got to practice. If they give it to you, those things. So listen to the video, back it up, listen to it again, see if you're making it, see if you're doing it right, and do these problems today. As you grow and get stronger in learning how to write the equations, so that we can be stronger here. We are the Ask Academy.